You ever seen those videos?
Shut up, Sam.
I don't know if that was loud enough.
You have to put it on the mic too. As well, if it's on the mic.
I want to do it.
All right, put it on the mic. All right, Turd, go for it. Come on, put it on the mic.
Do it the other side.
Put it on the mic, though.
You just make sure the camera and the mic sees it. That was pretty good. You can get back to
again.
What?
I'm gonna do mine again.
God damn it. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Beans in the Pot podcast, episode 54. Totally forgot what the last episode was. 53?
Let's play some intro music.
No, there's no intro music. Well, first of all, what the hell's going on? Why isn't it playing?
You said there wasn't anything.
Oh,
Did I not hit it right?
I totally forgot what my buttons were. No, you just press it twice, I think.
I did.
Welcome everyone to the next podcast episode. This is it right here that you're watching it.
Damn.
Today we have what a great intro. Today we have myself, G-Man, GermBean, and then Fernando over here.
Fern
Go
Bean.
ahead and introduce yourself, guys.
Fern Bean.
You got Sam.
Surge Bean.
Third Bean for Sam Bean, or do you want to be known as just Sam?
I thought we got rid of the bean.
Samovich Bean.
Well, guys, it's another episode of the podcast. Let me get some stuff out of the way first of all. You guys have noticed as well as we have that spring has finally came, right? Let's go. Winter's over.
Yeah.
We survived another winter.
Finally.
Seasonal depression.
Yeah.
It's over.
It's coming
Falling
back.
out the window. Wait, what?
It's coming back.
Spring depression.
No, you can go outside. Like, I don't want to go outside.
Yeah, this is what I waited for.
The sun?
But now that spring is back, unfortunately, that also means
Rain.
the work season is hitting us hard. So some of us here at the Bean Squad, our full-time jobs are coming back in full swing. So you might not see as many episodes as you regularly see, even though we're kind of bad at uploading, so we don't upload that many episodes anyway. So honestly, you might not even notice a change. But I just wanted to put that out there in case you were wondering what's taking so long for the next episode. And also why you were eager to watch the next episode. But here we are. How's it been going, guys, for you guys today? I hope.
Can't complain. Just had a shamrock shake. Really lifted the spirits. After kind of a
Shamrock
cloudy
shake.
day.
This dude over here, he loves a Shamrock Shake.
Yeah, surprisingly, they're still out, even though it's already April. I was like, whoa, man.
Damn, bro.
thought they'd be done by now.
They're pretty
Yeah.
good. It's because they got to get rid of all the red 40. I mean, the green 40.
They have that?
They have
Sam,
red.
what the first thing I told you? Said keep your mic close to your mouth. You're all the way over here.
Here
Yeah, that's
we
pretty
go.
good, dude.
How close do you want it? You want me like this?
Like, if you're gonna go back, bring it with you.
I did bring it back with me.
Dog camera. What about you, Sammy?
What about me?
Is that weird that I just call you Sammy? I don't
How's your
think
day been going, Sam?
I think I ever call you Sammy.
Woke up, talked to Simon for a bit. She came over to pick up a book.
Yeah. Let's tell us about this book.
Yeah, I hear this book's been taking over your life recently.
It hasn't taken over my life, bro.
Yeah.
You would understand if you're a 15-year-old girl, but
Well,
but you're not.
Are you gonna say the book?
Sunrise of the Reaping, the 5th installment of the Hunger Games series. Which
Yeah,
is
as soon as you
prequel.
said that, I started yawning. Must be a
Dang.
I
boring
know.
book.
Still going?
Yeah, bro, it's still going.
But it's a prequel, right?
It's a prequel.
Oh.
Really good, bro.
Are they making the movies for it?
Yeah, it's already coming out next year.
Dang.
Now it's the same time the book got released.
What did you think of the last of
No idea.
the newest movie?
Ballad of Song and Snakes, pretty good.
Yeah, how was Rachel Ziegler in it?
She was pretty good.
Okay.
Well, I don't know what to say. I don't know. I'm not, what am I going to compare it to? I haven't seen Snow White.
Is this pretty good? It's like the worst explanation.
Is Rachel Ziegler?
Well, you ever say she had
Snow
a
White?
breathtaking performance?
Like, I thought her performance was a little weaker than
Bro,
most.
I'm watching the movie. Not for her. I'm watching it for Tom Blythe.
I know, but like,
Firsthand.
Well, let's see. Jennifer Lawrence or Rachel Ziegler?
is that a tough one or what?
No.
Who had a better performance?
What a better performance?
Yeah.
Okay, Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah.
Well, because she had 3 movies to show off.
To really grow
Was
Yeah.
Rachel
your character.
Was Rachel Ziegler an important character?
Oh, bro. You know when you read a book or when you watch a show
Yeah.
and the character just haunts the whole narrative? Like in Game of Thrones, like Lyanna haunts the whole narrative of the whole show? That's what what
Leandra?
Rachel Ziegler is. Lyanna.
Stark.
Yes. Like she haunts the whole narrative of the book.
Yeah.
That's what she is to President Snow.
Interesting.
She's the fucking... What's that fuck? She's the final boss of... You don't know nothing about her, but she leads the whole narrative. The final boss.
The Muzan
Interesting.
Yeah. It's fucking crazy, bro. Imagine fumbling one situationship and you make it everyone else's problem for the next 65 years. That's what is going on in the fandom right
Yeah,
now.
that's what I'm with me right now.
Yeah, bro.
Story of my life. Anyways, I gave up on the Hunger Games series after the. Is that me? Is that me?
Yeah, that's it.
Water break.
Well, when did you give up on it?
Hold on.
Okay, I'll hold on.
So weird. Never happened to me before. I feel embarrassed. Just kidding. Okay, you know how like the last movie had 2 parts?
Yes.
After the first part, I gave up on it.
That's fair.
What?
You still have it in your.
Oh, you stopped noticing it.
Still doing it.
It's not gonna show up.
That's fair, bro. I understand.
Yeah, because I'm like, what? What has happened? Nothing happened in this movie.
Yeah, but you say that, but you're watching Infinity War, then Endgame, and that's 2 separate movies.
Yeah, but they were like not part 1 and part 2.
Originally, they were announced as that though.
Yes.
They were separate stories.
Okay.
The first part of that last movie, what was it called again? Anybody know?
Mockingjay Part 1, Part 2.
Mockingjay Part 1 and Part 2.
Mockingjay was literally just a setup for the second movie.
What?
So was Infinity War.
No,
and
it
Endgame.
wasn't. Infinity War is its own story.
What?
Infinity War was the story of Thanos.
Spoiler alert. Mother.
I didn't say
You worse than me, dude.
Infinity War was the story of Thanos.
Spoiler alert.
Whoa,
Yeah.
spoiler! Thanos is in Infinity War? Holy crap, what a spoiler!
Yeah, Thanos. Okay, Thanos wins.
Spoiler alert.
Bro, stop.
We all know what you were
spoiling it.
saying. We all know what
Okay,
I was
anyway,
saying.
but like Thanos does his thing, whatever.
Okay, spoiler alert.
And he
Thanos-
starts the next part.
That was the
next
ending.
movie.
That story was a beginning and an ending. Thanos won. The second movie was a whole separate story about how they were gonna bring it back.
Avenge it.
They were gonna avenge it. Yeah.
So they re-released the movie, but with a
But
different
the
ending.
first part, the first part of Mockingjay was literally nothing happening. It was just setting up stuff for the second movie, and I didn't.
A lot of stuff did happen in the first movie. The bombing of
It's a setup,
District
Herman.
12, the propaganda,
Well, things had to happen, but like nothing happened.
the bombing of District 13.
So you don't fucks with Dune?
Oh, damn.
That's
You
why I
don't,
didn't
you
like
don't fuck
Dune.
with Dunes?
That much. Well,
Yeah.
first of all, chill that, Mike.
So you didn't like the Lord of the Rings Two Towers because it built up to the third one?
No. First of all those movies.
Oh, what about the Desolation of Smog? That was a two-parter.
No.
What about the Deathly Hollows?
Yeah, Deathly Hallows.
To be
part
fair-
one, part 1, 2.
Herman, let's cut that extra.
How about Breaking Bad? I mean, Breaking Dawn. Or is it New Dawn?
Breaking Down is a
For
very good
Twilight.
example.
For
Actually,
Twilight.
Why are you looking at me when you ask it?
I thought you based your look off what's the dog's name?
Jacob.
No.
The Wolf?
I think it was Breaking Down, part 1, part 2.
Yeah, I think so.
I didn't even get past New Moon, dude. I gave up after that.
I read all 4.
You read?
I read all 4.
Well, which one have you seen?
I saw all of them but the last 2. But the last one.
You were right there. Why didn't you finish?
I don't know. I pulled Herman. I'm like,
Of Breaking Dawn?
yeah, because it's in 2 parts.
Yeah.
Even to this day, I haven't seen it, bro. I've only seen the clips on TikTok. I never even knew they got in a fight. I'm like, damn, what is this?
The 5-man brawl.
I saw Vampire Sucks before I saw the fucking Breaking Down Part 2.
Vampire Sucks was great. You know what else was also great? The Fast and the Furious parody. What was it called?
Fuck.
I don't fucking know.
Anyways. What about you, Sergio? How's it been going in life?
But you haven't watched that?
We already moved.
We just moved past
Okay,
it.
sorry.
Alright, well,
We just moved on.
You know what else is funny?
What?
Disaster movie.
How about Day Movie?
Day movie's good.
Best,
I feel like
dude.
that's like a classic.
Nah, bro. Epic movie. Epic movie.
Epic movie is good, but I feel like Date Movie like that was.
I'll
a
see
It's
classic.
like, we gotta get on the bike. It's a girl, and then the fucking it's a dude.
Dude, the part that cracked, I remember cracking up so hard. Yeah, that part was great. But when they were in the dinner scene, and the guy was like, "Oh yes, yes, yes." Anyways, I forgot how the scene was.
No, bro. Or were they
You remember
taking
talking about that?
Or we take her to the garage to pimp her out.
They were doing the Harry meets Sally scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, the pimp out.
And they're like, we're gonna go. And they fucking like, remove the lard. And then she comes up like Darth Vader and it just keeps going and you fucking fall.
That movie's hard though because you gotta get past that first pimple scene.
Yeah.
Where she freaking pops that big ass.
Yeah, that's pretty gross.
Yeah, that was bad.
That's the girl from How I Met Your Mother, right?
Yeah, that's the girl from American Pie.
Oh yeah, that too.
What about superhero movie with Drake Bell? You remember that one?
That was pretty funny too.
one?
Yeah.
Drake Bell?
That was a good
Superhero.
one.
They're all great, dude.
I don't know.
It's weird because it's really fucking stupid. So you hate it, like you think it's bad because of that.
Yeah.
But then you realize if you look past that and realize that they're doing it on purpose.
Well, they make good clips for like TikToks and reels.
It's like, what's the movie that was airplane movies, right?
Yeah, airplane.
It's basically like that.
Yeah.
The guy's like, fuck, what's his name? That's one of my favorite scenes of the guy.
an airplane.
I don't know if it's on airplane, but it's,
Leslie, what's his name?
Yeah, that guy.
Leslie Mann.
Yeah, there's a part where he's just shooting. He sees a coin. Ooh,
Leslie Nielsen.
That's fucking Leslie Nielsen.
Yeah.
he was in a superhero movie too.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, my bad.
He was the
I
uncle.
was thinking of Liam Neeson.
Which is the new airplane. I don't know if
Oh
you saw
yeah,
that.
that's right.
That's not airplane. That's the police one.
Top
Police
Gun,
Academy.
Top Gun. No, not Top Gun.
No, it's airplane.
Naked Gun.
Oh yeah,
it
it's
was
Naked
Naked
Gun. Wait,
And
what's
they're-
airplane? Oh yeah.
And they're like, we're not gonna talk about him.
Yeah, OJ.
Sergio, how's life going for you?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
You ready for spring?
Yeah.
The spring work season?
Yeah. Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. No, I don't know. Family man, working hard. Busy season's coming up, so have a lot less time to be around.
He's like, thank God, fuck them kids.
No, I enjoy it. We have fun. I have fun with my kids.
Well, guys, now we got the introductions out of the way. There's one thing I forgot to mention.
Oh,
That's going to be taking up a lot of our time, and you guys probably won't be seeing as many videos. It's a super secret project that we're working on, but I'm going to go ahead and announce it right now.
what the fuck?
Not
Well,
so
we've
secret.
been working on it behind the scenes.
You've been working on it?
Well, I haven't been
We
working
had
on
one workshop.
it. We are making a movie. That's right, a full-length feature movie. Just kidding, it's only like 40 minutes, probably. But
40 minutes. Bro.
Short film.
it's a short film,
Don't know
but
about that, dog.
40 minutes, if that.
hopefully we actually do it. There's been,
It's gonna be like 4 minute long.
Yeah, we'll be out in 2027.
there's been a lot of times in the past when we... Oh, shit, hold on.
Well, it's gonna take longer to release this one or Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse 3.
I forgot to do one thing here. There's been lots of times where we tried making a movie and we just fail miserably. Right? Sam, you can tell a couple stories about that while I set this up.
What kind of movies? I never worked on a movie.
Gotta hate you.
last
When does GTA 6 come out?
20 December, no? This year?
You think the movie will be out before then?
No.
Fuck no.
Dude, they got fucking Dire Wolves back to life before a movie came out. You guys hear that or no?
Yeah, I saw
You
that.
hear that?
Yeah, we did see that. That's pretty crazy.
They look pretty cool.
It is.
Look at all the comment sections. People are like, what the fuck? Did you not learn anything from Jurassic Park?
Yeah, people are scared.
Here we go. Sorry, guys. Sorry, I just forgot that I was supposed to record this too.
Oh, damn, you forgot that?
That's okay. I just did it right now. So with that movie that we're making, I figured, gentlemen, I haven't told you about this yet, but since you guys are terrible actors, that's probably one of the reasons why we always fail at these
Dude, why
movies.
does he always blame us, bro? He never blames himself.
Yeah.
I blame myself for being a bad director because I give up on you guys too easily. But besides that, I'm perfect.
Yeah, bro.
But you guys,
If we had a better director, I think
now
we'd
to be
better
fair,
actors.
Dude, if we had a better writer, better actor, better editor, better everything, it'd be better.
it would be better, obviously.
Dude, if none of us were in it, it would have been better.
That's just a blank statement that just it's correct.
It's a
If
blanket
everything was
statement.
better, then it would be better.
There's just nothingness. It'd be better.
Dude, if we didn't work on the movie, would it even turn out better?
I don't want to blame you guys too much because you guys never claim to be actors, right?
I do.
You guys didn't come up to me and be like, I want to audition for this part because I'm an actor and I will love acting.
No. I was just told I had to do that.
Yeah. I just showed up like, yeah, we're hanging out. I'm like, okay, bro, you're in this movie. I'm like, oh, I guess.
Here are some examples of
The script.
oh, the camera's right here. I was looking up the TV. Here are some examples of these guys' great acting.
No. Hold on. Oh, wait. I guess it is more.
What are you doing?
And eventually, all that up, dude. I believe what I saw.
What exactly did you see?
Why are you looking at the camera? Wasn't that amazing? Anyways,
What the fuck?
to help you guys with your acting, I decided to create a course. And it is Herman's course
Dude,
for how to become a better actor.
Dude, he didn't even graduate college. Why is he making a class?
And I would love it if you guys would join me in this course, participate, and act like you're actually in school.
Oh, so this is why we're doing the vocal exercises.
Me.
Me.
In order to become a good example,
How now, brown cow?
I will now give you guys.
Hey, bro, stop stuttering.
In order to become a good example, I will now transform into the role of a teacher.
How do I give a good example?
I was trying to find different glasses, but that's the only ones I found.
What kind of teacher are you, bro?
Hello, students. My name is Dr. Herman, and today we're going to be taking your first acting class. Are you guys excited to take your first acting class?
I am actually, yeah.
Once again, we're being forced to do this. We're not getting paid.
This wasn't on the syllabus.
Sam, you should be lucky, man. You should feel lucky
Why?
because you're getting a free course in acting.
From who?
This is a better skill to
What
have.
have you been in that I might recognize?
I mean, he did go to school in film.
What?
He did go to school for film.
Yeah, I did go to class. I didn't go to any classes, but I did go to the school.
Bro went for an,
I was in the
Mind.
building.
I was trying to back you up. but-
bro went for an overnight stay that cost 20 grand.
I was on vacation, but I did get to see some teachers and talk to them before classes started.
Nice.
Plus, I also took a film course in the college I actually went to.
Community college?
Yeah. Anyways, so here we go with our first, with your guys' course. Sam, this will be a good skill to have.
I'm waiting, dude.
Okay, just sit back and relax. We're gonna go through this.
We're gonna
back?
take it very
stand back?
seriously.
Take it very seriously. Is what I'm trying
Sit
to.
back further, Sam.
Isn't that from Harry Potter?
Sit further.
Yeah.
What?
All right. So, in this course, you will learn how to interpret writing into artificial realistic dialogue,
Damn, he's already got AI on there.
become the character you are playing. Very important step right there. And implement subtle improv into your lines.
I tried that before, but he gets mad.
All right, Sam. There's
not what
questions.
it says.
There's questions at the end of the course.
He never said that. I didn't say save your questions for the end.
My character's name is Fernando, so that's pretty easy.
By the end of this course, you will become just as good actors,
It's gonna be him
such
Photoshopped.
as
It's gonna be him photoshopped.
Tom Holland,
I'm gonna take veiny dot dick shots.
Jared Leto, and of course, everyone's favorite, Jake Gyllenhaal.
Hey.
Johnny Depp once said, with any part you play, there's a certain amount of yourself in it. There has to be. Otherwise, it's just not acting. It's lying.
All right, I'll play Hitler.
Oh my gosh.
Please save your questions for the end. Okay, now we will get into part one, interpreting writing into artificial realistic dialogue. Now,
AI.
what is realistic dialogue? When you talk in real life, there are certain ways you speak, right? Am I right?
Yeah.
Everyone understands. This is something that you guys should know because you do in real life all the time.
Talk?
Yeah, like how you talk in real life is not the same as how you talk in the movies, right?
No, I changed the way I talk depending on who I'm with.
Code switch.
Well, yeah, that's kind of similar to what you need to do. But in realistic dialogue, you will often hear repeating words such as and I guess isn't really a word, but we use that a lot, right? Do you unless it's purposely written into the character, most of the times you won't hear actors in movies saying Yeah, no, no, yeah, no. Stuff like that.
That is realistic.
And now we're getting into movie dialogue, which is, it's more of a perfected way of talking. And it often sounds fake. So we kind of have to blend the line between realistic dialogue and movie dialogue. So that's where I came up with this patent copyrighted term, artificial realistic dialogue. So it's basically like fake.
ARD for short.
Yeah, it's ARD for short. ARD. It's basically like a fake realistic dialogue. So you guys are going to learn how to talk fake, but make it sound real. That's the best way. So movie dialogue, is the worst in like older movies, like old timey movies.
Yeah, I'm gonna be fake.
Hey, get off your fucking phone right now before I fucking imp you.
Oh, I'm going to show you something, and I want you to tell me what kind of...
I'm going to press the play button for that.
For that great.
I got to change that to hug.
All right. So what kind of acting would you say this is?
I need you to give me the stone. What happened to it?
But you can't do that, bro. We're not anti-Semitic here.
Oh my gosh, dude, this is anti-Semitic. It's just Gal Gadot.
Exactly.
People are struggling, and it may not be much, but when I was young, my parents...
Who's
What do
that?
you think? That's the new Snow White movie.
Oh.
Gal Gadot's in it. What kind of acting is that, would you say?
That's like you guys kind of acting. So you guys are probably as good as Gal Gadot. I don't know if that's a good thing for you guys or a bad thing for her.
She's Wonder Woman.
So I could be Wonder Woman?
Yeah, you probably could have done a better
Yeah, but
job.
they're gonna wonder if you're a woman.
Ooh.
Anyway, though,
Wasn't that funny? I don't know what you guys are.
so now we're gonna do
I can't even read.
now we're gonna practice. Can you guys read that?
A little bit.
I can.
Okay, we're gonna practice with what we were just learning about movie dialogue and realistic dialogue, and we're gonna put in our damn bro. As soon as you hear school, you just start getting fucking bored and yawning, huh?
Wait, kid, you're giving away our movie.
You guys will get a sneak peek of the movie when we do this. This is actually scenes from the movie,
Scenes?
our movie that we are going to film. It's not the final script, but
It is the final script.
this is from scene 1 of our movie called Skin. Right now, the project is called Skin, but the final movie might be called something different. Just wait till you see it. But we'll practice with some of you guys. Will be in this scene. So before you read this, Sam, shut the fuck up.
What am I doing?
Before we get into this, I just want you guys to just don't even take my notes into account yet. Just read this as you guys would read it.
All right, this is easy. I only have one line here.
He's gonna hate when I do one.
So I'll set it up. So we begin with a shot of the TV. An episode of Ghost Hunters is playing. Some goofy ish ensues. Then we see Sergio sitting on the couch enjoying some food. He laughs at what he sees. Sergio?
We're doing this?
Yeah, go ahead.
Watching TV? Laughing? Amateurs.
Okay. Fernando and Sam walk out of the room and head for the door. Sergio watches them pass by the TV. He stops them.
Hey, just where do you knuckleheads think you're going?
To a party down the street.
You're going to a party?
Yeah, well, we both are.
You? And you?
We were thinking of it.
What's the problem?
I thought you came here to work, not to go to some party.
That is why I came. We weren't really doing anything. We're just sitting there eating, watching TV.
You were just sitting there eating, watching TV.
I was doing some research.
All right, guys. So I want you guys to go through this again, but this time, don't even read it.
I can't remember all of that.
Okay, I'll do my best.
All right, let's just talk to each other.
Are you saying we're like reading our lines?
Yeah, you're reading your lines. Now, I want you guys to say these lines without reading it. Look at each other when you say it. You can look at it first and then say it.
Russ,
Okay.
this is a memory game.
So
Let me try to remember my one line.
that's part of the action, baby. So we begin with a shot of TV. An episode of Ghost Hunters is playing. Some goofy Asian ensues. Then we see Sergio sitting on the couch enjoying some food. He laughs at what he sees.
Amateurs.
Fernando and Sam walk out of the room and head for the door. Sergio watches them pass by the TV. He stops them.
Hey,
No, look at your actors.
hey, just where do you two knuckleheads think you're going?
Just to a party down the street.
To a party?
Yeah.
I can't remember. You going to a party?
Yeah, well, we both are.
You? And you?
We were thinking about it.
What's the problem?
You guys came here to work, not to go to some party.
That's why I came. But we're not doing anything. You're just watching TV and eating.
I was doing some research, bro.
All right. That sounded way better. Like you right away. You can tell.
Dang.
So that's realistic talking. The first one you guys did was movie dialogue.
That's art.
That was realistic dialogue, except it wasn't that realistic, was it? It was more of a Sam, for example, when you said you were just sitting there eating and watching TV, you emphasized the and. You wouldn't do that in real life. So I want you to read that line again. Memorize it quick and just say it like normally.
You were just sitting there and watching TV and eating.
Yeah.
He told me, don't focus on the and I completely forgot about it.
Not only that, but you said it twice.
Because I'm like, fuck, I didn't say he was eating.
He forgot the eating part. He remembered 2 minutes after. His sentence finished.
You were just sitting there and watching TV. You were just sitting there eating and watching TV. Anyways.
You were just watching, bro.
So, yeah. Now we're going to go through it one more time. But this time we're going to use my patent pending artificial realistic dialogue. So you want to... Oh my God, it's getting hot in here. Maybe I should have worn 3 layers. So you want to say your lines in character, but add realism to it. So it's basically what you guys are doing right now. Do it again though. But this time just be more natural with it. All right. Say it like you would say it.
All right.
All right. So Sarah's sitting there on the couch enjoying some food. He laughs at what he sees.
Amateurs.
Okay, good. Fernando and Sam walk out of the room and head for the door. Sarah watches them pass by and stops them.
Hey, that's where you knuckleheads think you're going.
To a party down the street.
To a party?
Yeah, well, we both are.
You? And you?
We were just thinking about it.
What's the problem?
Freeze! Fernando.
My
want you
one
to-
line I fucked up.
First of all, you added the just, which is fine.
Okay.
We're going to get to that later. But it sounded too fake when you said it when you...
I wouldn't say we were thinking of it. That sounds weird.
We were thinking... Say it right now. Say we were thinking of it. Don't look at the screen.
Right. We were thinking of it.
Perfect. That's how
Oh,
you
that sounds weird. We were just thinking about it. We were just thinking about going, but we didn't really...
What the
We
fuck?
haven't really made a decision.
I could have just said, maybe to a party down the street. Instead of you be like,
Maybe to a party just down the street.
yeah, instead of Fernando be like, we're thinking of just going, maybe.
We were thinking of it. All right, let's go. Let's start with yeah, we both are. Sam?
Yeah, well, we both are.
You? And you?
Well, we were thinking about it.
What's the problem?
I thought you guys came here to work, not to go to some party.
That's why I came. He wasn't doing anything, and you're just sitting there watching TV and eating.
I was doing some research, bro.
All right, let's move on. John Berthold once said, I played baseball in college, and then I went to Russia and studied acting and played some pro ball over there.
What is he trying to say with that?
I don't know, to be honest. But it sounded cool, so I put it on the slide. You know who John Berthold is?
Yeah.
Punisher.
Yeah, and he's also
Jinx.
walking.
He's the guy that says, wait.
Now we're going to move into part 2. Becoming the character you are playing.
Easy. My name's Fernando.
So you need to learn about your character inside and out. Study who the character is. Because it's not you, but
But it says my name.
you do want to add a little bit of yourself into the character.
So I got a self-insert? Am I a YN? Your name?
So you've been given a character,
Yes.
right? If you don't know who your character is, you're not going to be able to
Well,
play.
you
him.
didn't tell me what kind of character he was. You say he has a sword.
That's for you to what? You said he has a sword.
You just gave my guy a sword. You're like, yeah, that's you with a sword. I'm like, okay.
You have to figure out who your character is. That's your part. That's your job.
Isn't that your job?
Well, I wrote the character.
And what is he?
He has lines. He has stuff that he's doing.
But what's his personality?
That's
What's his
where the
MO?
actor comes in. The actor can obviously the director can give him notes of how he wants the character to be.
Yeah. That's why the actor has to add a little bit of himself into the character.
Yep, that's what I wrote here.
So I see what you're saying.
Add a little spice. All right. I'll tell you.
But yeah, like for example, let's think of something you nubs would know. Iron Man, Tony Stark, Robert Downey Jr. When he came, the Iron Man character, the Tony Stark character, he was like this rich snob character, in the cartoons. But he wasn't really that witty, and he wasn't that like funny. Robert Downey Jr. came in, and he added that to him. Now he became.
I've seen Tropic
Tony
Thunder.
Stark became
I've seen Tropic Thunder.
RDJ, and RDJ became Tony Stark. People know him as Tony Stark.
I think he became another dude. Played a dude. This guy's another dude.
But you understand what I'm saying, right?
I do.
All right, so
Yeah.
a good way of doing this is by practicing living everyday life as your character. So next time you go home, Sergio, which is later today, I guess, you go up to Santia and be like, man, I really love ghost hunting. But like, become the character.
Become the character.
What the fuck's wrong with you?
Become the character. Become the character.
Now, obviously, I haven't given you guys the full script yet, but once I do, you guys will hopefully read it and study it, your characters. And you will, a lot of actors, when they go into movie like production, they don't even know like other people's lines. They just study their own lines and they become the character. And then when it's time to film, they're the character. It's like acting is like, you don't even see the cameras. The cameras aren't there. You're just fucking acting regular life.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But how do you know how to say your line until another person says their line?
It's natural. If someone asks you a question, you're going to answer it with your line. Like Sergio saying, like, where are you guys going? Sam remembers his line by saying, to a party. Why would you forget that line? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean, Sam?
Yeah.
Why you asking me, bro?
Because I just said, I was using you as an example.
All right, bro. I'm choosing.
You play it like a real scenario.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, obviously, we're gonna get into the practice part here. Fernando, this is the part where I want you to focus on because for practice part 2,
Can't do it. That's way too long. Can you do a different scene?
no, this is the scene that I want you to
It gives too
learn
much.
your character.
Damn, we're gonna be here for a while.
Your character isn't like Lisa's character where he's like a nerd,
Yeah, my character's not a pussy.
but he's also not like a serious. He's not like a goofy character like Sam and Sergio's
I'm a
character.
goofy out character.
You're kind of in the middle. You're kind of like you're taking it serious for your brother's sake, and you're doing all this research that he wants you to do, and you're taking it serious.
Explain it to me in soccer terms.
Dude, that's not my field. Sorry. So, anyways,
You're how do I explain it to him?
Explain it to me in Demon Slayer terms. Who am
I'll explain to you in soccer terms.
Alright.
You gotta be in the middle, right? You gotta be De Gea when Man United was ass
Dang, dude.
from 16 to 20.
Sam, you have a long line here too.
Save the ship.
Save the ship. That's fucking good. Save the fucking Titanic, Robbie.
Now, obviously, okay, let me go back to this. Obviously, okay, let me give you some context. You guys, all 3 of you guys are ghost hunters, right? And
They're demon hunters.
and you've been doing it for a while, but you have never seen anything. So your characters are kind of like getting used to the idea that this stuff doesn't exist, right?
There.
Our Sergio's character, he's the one that started it all, so he really wants it to be real. Like he wants to see something.
He still has hope.
He still has hope. Sam, you already gave up on the idea, but there's a little bit of fear in you. You know what I mean? Sam? God, I fucking hate you, dude. You're getting an F in this course. And Fernando, you're in the middle again.
Yeah.
You don't really believe it, but you just want your brother to be happy. Yeah. So when this thing comes up about Adam Shack and his place sounds realistic,
Not shook.
Sam becomes a little scared, and Sergio becomes a little excited.
Sam becomes a little shook.
Your character Sam is a little scared of this stuff. When
It's like me for real.
when it becomes real. Yeah, you can add a little bit yourself.
I'll manifest that shit.
So, for now, go ahead and start your line. And remember to take part 1 into consideration. So I'll read it and then don't look at the lines anymore. Jesus Christ, man.
Okay.
Like, I didn't realize school was this boring for you.
The house was initially constructed for Adam's shack. Okay, hold on. That was not. That's because I didn't read the line, so I was like doing this where I was like looking up. Can I read Can we do it first, where it's movie dialogue and then
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
AR?
AR.
But remember, become the character. This is
Yeah.
you're the character.
I'm mid.
Yeah.
You're definitely mid at that point.
All right, director, let me know when.
Action.
The house was initially constructed for Adam's shack.
Sam is holding up some of the equipment, inspecting it.
Shack. Why does that sound so familiar?
Dude, what is all this stuff?
Hey, put that down. It's delicate.
Shack is.
What happened?
Okay, sorry again.
You all right?
Yeah.
All right. All right, go ahead. Action.
Start with your line, guys.
No, you.
All over.
Just do it. Just go.
All right, the house was initially constructed for.
No, like,
Okay.
fucking. All right,
I need Sergio to at least say his last line.
Say your last line.
Even though I can go with the next line at all.
To you, it is not to you. Just say
Hey,
it.
put that down. It's very delicate.
Shack, as in the Shack murders. It's a local legend here. Back in the day, early 1920s.
Okay, here, let me give you a little bit more
Yeah.
more direction. This is the part where it gets a little spooky.
Oh, okay.
Like the
So do I believe here or do I not believe here?
theme right
the
around
question.
right here you believe
Or am I just explaining what people say?
No, you're just explaining your research. You're telling these guys what this house is about. This line is just research.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's gonna become a little eerie here. The theme, a little creepy. So I want you to say it like you're telling them the research, but also like don't sound so chipper. Like, yeah, the Shack murders, the local legend here back in the day. No, it'd be like more like creepy, I guess.
Okay. Shack?
All right, Sergio, go ahead. Your last line.
Hey, put that down. It's very delicate.
Shack, as in the Shack murders. It's a local legend here. Back in the early 1920s, the Shack family was found butchered in their home. The only survivor was Adam. He claimed he wasn't home that night, but the locals deemed him the number 1 suspect and hung him by the neck on a tree in the front of the house. Okay. No, I was just reading at that point.
That was a run-on sentence, but
Yeah.
people talk
Okay.
in real life.
But the locals deemed him the number 1 suspect. They ended up hanging him by the neck on a tree in front of the house so that he could witness the home of the murders one last time.
I've heard of this. Teenagers would go there all the time at night because it was supposedly haunted. Shit, I went there once. I was a dumb kid. They say if you stand in the tree and stare at the house long enough, you'll see faces in the windows. And I was like, but I thought that place was abandoned.
Wait, what did you say there? That was like what?
I was like this at the window. Because I was going to put my face to the window to see something.
Yeah.
But that place is abandoned.
All right. See that actually didn't sound that bad, Fernando.
Thanks. Which part?
Your part, the big part.
The only survivor was Adam. That part I did good, right?
I mean, that was all right. We're gonna go through it one more time,
Okay.
and this time you know your line, right? Okay.
You know your line?
Okay. You know the basics of your line, right?
Yeah, sure.
You
That Shack?
just
Yeah.
read right now and take in some of the key parts like the 1920s, Adam Shack murders, the suspect that he was hanged by the.
Yeah.
So take that now. Don't read it, and become the character.
Okay.
So we'll start from the top. Whoa, chill. You're moving the whole thing.
Well, the house was initially constructed for Adam's shack.
There we go. Sam is holding up some equipment and inspecting it.
Shack. Why does that sound so familiar?
Dude, what is all this stuff?
Hey, put that down. It's very delicate.
Shack is in the Shack murders. It's a local legend. You know, back in the early 1920s, they were actually murdered. Dude, what the fuck, man? That was my character there, man. What? Just kidding. No, I did fuck up there. Okay. Do it one more time.
All right, let's go back from your line, Sergio.
All right.
Also, when you say this line, take like take it away from Sam.
All right. Are we starting back
From
at my
hey.
first line?
All right, what is
Actually,
all this
Sam,
stuff?
say yeah, Sam.
What is all this stuff?
Hey, put that down. It's very delicate.
Shaq, as in the Shaq murders. It's a local legend here, guys. Back in the early 1920s.
Sorry, go ahead.
Shaq, as in the Shaq murders. It's a local legend here. You guys should know this. Because back in the early 1920s, the Shaq family was all murdered except for Adam. Dude!
What's going on? Who's laughing? Quiet on set.
Quiet on set! Just don't look at me if you can't take me serious.
I looked away. I'm like this little fucking.
You're gonna have to look at him when we record.
He got one glimpse of me and started laughing.
Bro, I was fucking cooked yesterday, bro. I was fucking laughing for like 20 minutes. I'm like, I'm stuttering. I was fucking cooked. Me and Stephanie were just laughing for like 20 minutes while we were eating.
All right, let's make sure.
All right, Sam, what is all this stuff?
Bro. Dude, what is all this stuff?
Hey, put that down. It's very delicate.
Shaq is in the Shaq murders. Guys, this is a local legend here. You guys should know this. Back in the early 1920s, the whole Shaq family was murdered except for Adam, of course. He's the only survivor. Because of that, authorities decided to hang him on a tree.
What is going on?
I forgot my line.
I was looking at Sergio. He's trying so hard not to look over here. This is terrible. Sergio, get used to it. Look at him. I want you to look him in the eye when he's
Bro, I
saying
had to
it.
close my eyes every time I'm listening to an audiobook. I'm like, it's a good audiobook. The guy didn't know his line.
Look at me, but close your eyes.
No, look at him in the eye. Like,
I can't.
do it.
Just look him in the eyes. Go stand in front of him. Go stand in front of him.
But no one talked like that. And I'm like, Shaq. The Shaq murders in real life.
Did every time you say Shaq, like you do like Shaquille O'Neal going.
Yeah, I keep thinking Shaquille too, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Shaq is in the Shaq murders. Should we change
When you
it?
say Shaq, is it like Shaquille O'Neal? I'm like,
Well, I just changed. I tried to. What?
Shaq isn't Shaquille O'Neal.
that's all I can think of.
All right, let's change it then. I just tried to change it for Chuck.
It's just
Chick? The Chick farm?
You say Chick Farm. I think of Chick, the guy from Cars. Chick Hicks.
let's do Shroot.
Shroot? That's fucking from The Office.
Adam Schrute.
How about
Swift.
Brooke? How about Brooke?
Brooke.
The Brooke murders.
Okay, that works.
All right, Brooke. Why does that sound familiar? Change it. We'll start from that one. Sergio, instead of saying Shaq, say Brooke.
All right.
All right. Brooke, why does that sound so familiar?
What is all this stuff?
Hey, put that down. It's very delicate.
Brooke, as in the Brooke murders. Guys, it's a local legend here. You guys should really know. I'll explain it.
I'll explain it anyway. Yeah, don't say that.
All right, yeah, you're right.
Bro, I'm
That's
gonna die.
Guys, come on. We're almost done with this chorus.
I didn't think Sam was gonna be the one laughing here. Brooke,
Why does all that sound?
I thought I was going.
Are we starting back? Am I?
Yeah.
Dude, as the listeners can tell, this is why we never finish a movie.
That was the easiest line to remember. You fucked it up.
What'd he say?
It's like, Brooke, why does all that sound so familiar?
All that?
All right. Brooke, why does that sound so familiar?
Dude, what is all this stuff?
Hey, put that down. It's very delicate.
Brooke? Isn't the Brooke murders? Sam, what's going on here?
Can I walk out?
What's going on? What?
Can I just walk
Do you
out?
even know your next line, Sam?
Yeah?
Okay, then let's do this.
Should I just do my line?
All right.
You haven't even got to sample yet.
Brooke is in the Brooke murders. It's a local legend here, guys. Come on. Back in the early 1920s, the Brooke family was all murdered
Butchered.
viciously.
You added that part.
All right.
It was crazy. Just go with that. The Brooke family was found butchered in their home.
Back in the early 1920s, the whole Brooke family was found butchered in their home, except for Adam. He said he was going grocery shopping that day.
That night.
That night. All right. Brooke, as in the Brooke murders. Guys, it's a local legend here. Back in the early 1920s, the whole Brooke family was butchered. Cold blood.
Come on. Finish your damn line.
Dude, it sounds better when you hear headphones are doing.
All right.
He's not in your ears.
Brooke is in the Brooke murders. Guys, it's a local legend here. Come on. Back in the early 1920s, the whole Brooke family was murdered, except for Adam, who claimed he was out that night. They were viciously butchered. I could hear you laughing because I forgot that part.
The locals deemed him the number one suspect.
Oh, the locals, not the authorities? Okay. Brooke, as in the Brooke murders, it's a local legend here. Guys, back in the 1920s, the whole Brooke family was found butchered in that house. The local legends...
God damn, bro. That wasn't even bad.
I need to read. The local legends? Too much freaking local. Let me say authorities.
It's only twice.
All right.
We're not getting past the fucking class reading and he wants us to make a movie.
All right, bro.
I'm gonna lose my job.
We're gonna
I'm gonna lose my job.
All right, yeah, let's take a breather.
We're gonna put a tab on that one and let's go to Sam's.
Hold on, let me just try one more time.
All right, one more time, go.
Okay. Can you guys say your lines with your headphones on?
All right. With our headphones on.
Let me just start from the beginning.
All right.
All right, go ahead.
That house was initially constructed for Adam Brooke.
Sam is holding up some of the equipment, inspecting it.
Brooke, why does that sound so familiar?
Dude, what is all this stuff?
Hey, put it down. It's very
Sarah,
delicate.
That was a little weird. Say that again.
Which one? Hey?
Yeah. You sounded a little soft. I want you to be mad at him for picking up.
Hey,
equipment.
put that down, dude. It's really delicate.
Hey,
Go ahead.
What was that?
Brooke, as in the Brooke farm?
All right, you're done. We're putting a tab in
Me
it.
and Sam locked eyes and I forgot everything.
All right, Sam. Just say that last sentence.
dude, I gotta breathe. You're gonna make me start my shit like this? I gotta.
All right, everyone.
I'll say the last line on that paragraph.
Yeah,
So Sam can start.
that's why I wanted you to
Oh, fuck.
say that last sentence.
Oh, fuck, bro. It's fucking hot in this bitch.
It is hot, bro.
Right?
Cooked on the inside.
All right.
So that he could witness the home of the murders one last time.
I've heard of this. Teenagers would go there all the time at night because they saw it was supposedly haunted. Shit, I was there once when I was a young kid. A young, dumb kid. I looked at him, bro, and I said, yum.
I won't look at you.
I said, I was a young kid.
Is that how your character laughs or what? Yeah.
Nah, but we're not making it past round one.
All right, go ahead.
All right.
So that he could witness the home of the murders one last time.
I've heard of this. Teenagers would go there all the time at night because they supposedly say it was haunted. I went there a couple times because I was a young, dumb kid. They say that if you stand under the tree and stare at the windows, you see faces. But I thought the place was abandoned.
All right. We're just gonna go on. We're just gonna move on. You guys did great.
Can I try one more time?
Okay. You want to?
Sure.
All right, fine. Go ahead. We'll start with what is all this stuff?
What is all this stuff?
Hey, put that down. It's very delicate.
Brooke, as in the Brooke murders. It's a local legend here, guys. Back in the early 1920s, the Brooke family was found butchered in their home. And the only survivor was Adam. He claimed he wasn't home that night, but obviously the locals deemed him the number one suspect since there was no one else. They ended up hanging him by the neck on a tree in front of that house so that he could witness the home of the murders one last time.
I've heard of this.
Oh, I laughing.
I didn't think Sam was going to go.
I wasn't going to say anything. Her mom was like,
Took me by surprise.
Yeah, we're doing it.
Okay, go.
I looked at her mom and I was like,
That's fine. You did fine last time, so we can move on. All right, that was a good practice. We'll move on. Joe Rogan once said, "The only time I commit to conspiracy theories is when something way retarded happens, like Lee Harvey Oswald acting alone." I put acting quotes that this one came up. I don't know if it has anything to do with acting.
it's probably the acting alone part.
Yeah.
Damn,
Finally,
bro.
guys, we're going to go to part 3. Implementing subtle improv into your lines.
Barely on part 3.
Not everything. This is the last part. Not everything on paper has to be said. But words and lines can also be added. So, this is where the improv comes in.
Yeah.
Now, when you read the script, don't think of it as, I have to read it like this. Think of it as a guideline. But you have to remember that the information on the script has to be relayed onto the audience.
Okay.
And also, just don't overdo it. The director always has the final say. So you can do it, and if it works, we won't cut right away. You can say your lines. This is why we do multiple takes. And if the director, which is me, obviously, likes it, then we can keep it. And if he does it, he'll say, "Do it again." And that way, and every time we do different takes, you can do different iterations of that. And Sergio, this is where your part comes in, because you have a couple of long lines. And it could be hard to memorize it exactly. So I want you to sort of improv as much as you can, or not as much as you can, but like just as much as you need to. So we're gonna do a quick practice part. Now this part in the story is when Mr. Julia's, which is like the guy that owns the house, he leaves, and it's almost the end of the night, and Sam is super excited because nothing happened. He's a little scared, so he was looking forward to nothing happening. But Sergio isn't happy. He's mad. He wanted something to happen. So he's about to do something crazy. He's about to take out a Ouija board and use it.
You're crashing out right now, bro.
Okay.
Like, you know what Hermione
Actually,
does?
Sam's the one crashing out.
You know what no, I think you said it was calm because nothing's happening.
No, but he's about to take out the Ouija board, and that's when you start.
No, but Sergio's crashing out at this moment because nothing's happened. He's like, fuck!
Yeah,
We
yeah.
need something to happen. Like, imagine Hermione yelling outside Rocket League. That's how you should act right now.
No, that was
No,
before.
that's how you should act. No, that's how you should act.
That was before.
Nah.
He was crashing out before, but then he took out the Ouija board and he's like, "This is it. This is the last chance." But Sam sees the Ouija board and he gets scared. He's like, "Don't do it." So he's about to leave, and then this is when Sergio's line comes in. So Sergio, I want you to read this line. You can read it if you want it first. Do the movie dialogue.
Okay.
And read it how it is. Get to know it. And then next time you read it, we can do the improv part. So go ahead.
All right. I won't force you to stay, but let me ask you, when was the last time you paid rent? When was the last time you could afford to go out, have a nice meal? You spent all that saved up money on all your fancy equipment for what? To capture playing cards.
Everyone looks at each other confused.
Mr. Julius loves this house, and he offered us $10,000 if we could provide solid evidence that there was in fact something here and that we get rid of it. $10,000. And just imagine what else could come after. Clients lining up left and right. We could charge more. We wouldn't have to worry about anything anymore. You could buy all the equipment you wanted. We'd be recognized as authentic investigators instead of being laughed at.
All right.
Fuck, dude, too much.
Now I want you to read it again, but take part 2 into consideration, which is becoming your character. Now you are the character. You're trying to give this motivational speech so that your fellow ghost hunters, which will be us, I'll play as Lisa's part for now. And please stop doing that. And I want you to become the character and look at us when you're saying your line.
I can't.
Look at all of us.
Remember, all of us. I'm Lisa's character, so I'm super scared too. Lisa's even more scared than Sam. Sam's freaking out because he doesn't want to do the Ouija board, and Fernando's just there.
Mid.
He's just there staring into the soul. So, look, go ahead.
All right.
So here, Sam, I'll give you your line because it's not up there, but you're like, "I'm not doing that shit," and I'll be at least be like, "I agree with Sam," and this is when Sergio comes in. So go ahead.
All right. I'm not doing this shit.
I actually agree with Sam for once.
All right. I won't force you guys to stay, but let me ask you, when's the last time you paid rent?
All right, hold on. Before you keep going,
It's the last time you paid rent.
you're not super excited. You're not like, you're saying it a little too super excited.
Okay.
You want to be more like,
You gotta be mad.
no, you want to be more like, how do I explain it?
Understanding. Like,
You gotta be
understanding that you guys want to leave or
You
what?
gotta be more
Yeah.
dejected.
You want to be more inspirational, I guess.
Okay, okay.
Ever seen Remember the Titans?
No. Dude, I don't watch a lot of movies. All right.
You ever watch
all right.
Billy Madison?
Yeah.
Well, it's not the movie I was thinking about, but
Have you seen Independence Day?
Yeah. It was a while ago though.
you remember when Bible shit showed up at halftime? 2 elbows in the Bourbon Bowl? Yeah! That's what you gotta feel.
Okay.
The water boy.
All right, go ahead.
All right. I won't force you to stay, but let me ask you guys: when's the last time you've been able to pay rent? When's the last time you guys have been able to go out and pay for a good, nice meal? When's the last time you spent all that saved up money on what? Stupid equipment just to film shit?
Yo, why should I stupid?
All your fancy equipment for what? To capture us playing cards? Mr. Julius loves this house. He offered us $10,000. $10,000. And for what? We're just gonna film us playing cards?
You said that like twice.
That was your last line.
Sorry. We have to provide solid evidence that there in fact is something here and that we get rid of it. Clients will be I'm done. I can't remember all this.
Okay, fine. Let's skip this part.
10,000.
Okay,
$10,000.
let's move into the improv part.
Okay.
So now you can take this line that you definitely remember and add your own, so it can become easier for you.
Which was the second part?
Both. So now say it. You get the gist of what you're trying to say to us, right?
Yeah.
So just say it to us how you would say it in real life. Go ahead.
All right, start with Sam.
All right.
Sam, go ahead.
I'll improv something too.
Okay.
All right. Improv that line that I first gave you.
What one you give me?
You're like, I'm not doing this shit.
I'm not doing any of this shit.
Yeah, I actually agree with Sam for once.
Guys, come on. He's not going to force us to stay, but let him ask us.
Guys, come on. Coach is right.
When was the last time we paid rent?
You're still lying.
You guys reading my life for me?
No, that's why we all looking at confused. Like,
Wait, what?
that's why everyone looks at each other confused. Is that his line?
All right, we're out.
I'm just kidding. You guys just do your lines.
All right, go ahead, Sam.
I'm tired of this shit, man. I don't want to do this no more.
I actually agree with Sam this
Tired,
time.
Grandpa.
I actually agree with Sam this time.
Look, I won't force you guys to stay, but think about it. When's the last time you guys been able to pay rent? When's the last time you guys been able to go out and have a nice meal? You spent all this money on a fancy equipment for what? Just to capture us playing cards?
You might be right.
Mr. Julius loves this house. He's gonna give us $10,000. $10,000, bro. That's if we could provide some solid evidence and get rid of what is here.
You would say it like that in real life?
Yeah.
And what is here?
And get rid of what spirit or ghost is here. Clients would be lining up left and right, calling our name, calling us, telling us to get rid of their ghosts and spirits.
And spirits.
You could buy all the equipment you wanted. We'd be recognized as authentic investigators instead of being laughed at.
Okay, say that last line and like how you would say it in real life. No, don't look at the screen.
What? The last part?
Yeah.
Just the last sentence.
We'd be recognized as authentic.
We'd be recognized as authentic investigators.
Yeah, say it.
I said
in real
it.
life. How you would say it to us in
I
real
just
life.
did.
That's how you would say it to us in real
Yeah.
life?
Guys, we'd be seen as real investigators. And not
Guys,
laughed at.
we'd be seen as real, authentic investigators. We wouldn't be laughed at.
You should say, we need to recognize authentic investigators instead of getting laughed at.
Okay.
That is the line.
You gotta say it with some pizzazz. Bro.
Yeah, say it. Say it with some pizzazz.
Okay, fine. We'd be recognized. We'd be recognized as authentic investigators instead of being laughed at.
You just said that normally. There was no pizzazz. There was no
You gotta
pizzazz.
sound inspiring, bro. You gotta sound like you're
Guys, we'd be recognized as authentic
Yeah, bro,
investigators
it's
and not be laughed at.
Instead of being laughed at. Just kidding. Don't say it like that.
You're Denzel.
Denzel Washington drunk right now.
Drunk?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, I mean, guys.
Not bad, not bad.
Fuck, that was a lot.
Ron, who struggled there the most, do you think?
Hold on. Just to end this course. Just remember, guys, the most important part. Can you guys guess?
Just have
Remember
fun.
your lines.
Have fun. We're fun guys.
Don't laugh.
Did you look at my
Oh, no, I didn't.
Have fun. Acting is fun, guys. Acting is, we're making movies.
Getting paid.
Everyone loves movies. You know, everyone loves actors. Will be women lining up left and right. Any questions?
Do I have to be part of this movie?
Do you realize how much work it's going to be now?
Yeah, dude.
Who's got the most potential and the least potential?
So much lines.
Okay.
Give it to a straight doctor. Who's the worst?
Yeah,
All right,
who's
we're done with
passing,
this.
who's failing?
Oh wait, let me just take this out. Okay, now that we're done with the course, let's just touch base on
It's fucking hot here.
how this is. Yeah, why is it so hot?
All the laughing.
I can take these glasses off now. That was just me, Herman. That was Herman the whole time. By the way, I also need to like learn from my own course. So you know, I'm not the greatest actor either.
You're gonna be acting in it too, right?
No, actually, I'm not in this movie.
What?
I'm gonna be the pizza guy, maybe.
Who's taking your spot then? Who's taking your spot then?
I never had a spot.
Oh,
Well, I mean, if we can't, are you okay?
Yeah.
if we can't get James, or if we can't get like somebody in a role, Danny or James, whatever, then I'll be that character. But
the pizza guy.
no, what?
Oh, Julia's.
Julius and the ghost.
Oh yeah. Spoilers.
I'll play the character, but yeah, otherwise I want to be behind the camera so I can make sure everything is looking good. It's very hard to direct and act at the same time. But honestly, guys, like I'm not gonna lie. I know it's gonna sound like I'm lying, but I see a lot of potential in you guys. If you guys just take it serious, but remember, have fun. I feel like you guys can do a great job.
No, we're gonna have way too much fun with that shit.
But yeah, I
There'll be
think
a lot of bloopers.
The movie's gonna be the blooper.
I think Sam, you're good at being natural, but you need to work on saying your lines more correctly. Now that doesn't mean you can't improv, obviously, but even when you improv, you're not really giving the correct information. Sergio, I think that you are pretty good at. What's the nice thing I can say about it? I think that you're pretty good at saying your lines. You have trouble remembering them, which is fine. That's not.
Do a bad.
That's normal.
Sergio's the star here.
But you also have trouble not being so monotone. You have trouble you have trouble with monetization. I mean, whatever it's called.
Monetization.
I feel like I'm always monotone.
Yeah,
Not pizzazz.
which is fine. You can add a little bit of yourself in the characters. You can be monotone if you want. But there are some parts where I'm going to direct you to be more eccentric.
More
I
open.
Fernando, you also have potential. I think you just laugh too much, which is fine. There's gonna be plenty of bloopers, I'm sure. What, something that you can work on? Is that what you want to hear?
There's nothing.
You think you got it?
Yeah.
You got it in the books. You seem to have
The Brook House.
you seem to have a different take on your character than I anticipated. That I wanted it to have.
Mid.
Yeah, he's more of a unserious actor. I mean, serious character. Serious character.
That's me.
Did I say that already? But yeah, I'm super excited. You guys are doing great. Next time we'll have more actors from the movie taking this course. See how they do. It'll be Satya and Nathaniel and James on the podcast. What a great lineup. No, just kidding. We need to have
Is it
Elise
fucking
here.
dream blood rotation?
We need to have Elise here too. So it'll probably be Elise, Satya, and maybe James or Nathaniel, I guess.
It'd be hella awkward.
Will it?
It'd be hella awkward.
Well, I mean, they're all actors, so. I forced this upon them, guys. No, but I mean, like, we always wanted to make movies, and you guys are always down to do it. I don't force you to do it.
How do you?
Add characters or what?
What?
Did you add characters?
So I added one character, Satya's character. Hope you guys enjoyed that. We'll be ending that part of the podcast and going to the next part, which is I don't have anything else. Sam, do you have something?
No.
You don't want to play the game?
Well, you can. You want to?
I mean, I don't know. What else we're doing?
Are you gonna answer stuff?
What time? Well, how much time are we at?
I don't know.
We're only at an hour.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Should we save it for when we actually have
I
shots
feel like that took way longer.
next Saturday?
All right.
Or should we start with level 1?
Well, first introduce what we were doing.
Oh, the game's called How Deep Will You Go? And I don't know. It's been a while since we talked deeply with each other.
Yeah.
This
I
will get us.
want to see what you guys are struggling with. I want
This
to see
will-
what you're happy
I
for.
think this will add some much needed chemistry between the actors.
It will humanize us more.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
And plus, the audience doesn't. Well, I guess the audience does know us, but they don't know us.
They don't
Give
know
us depth.
So go ahead.
Let you guys know why we're really doing this for.
What level?
I guess we can start at 1.
This is going to be the deep part of the podcast, guys. We're going to get deep.
And if you guys want us to
Getting
start doing these questions like once a podcast or some shit, let us know.
Getting deep with the beans. Are you gonna answer it yourself, Sam?
I'll try.
Yeah, just give us whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to get that deep, to be honest.
All right, sir. Go
I like to stay in enigma.
Just one. Don't look it up.
read it.
Oh.
Read it out to the class.
Icebreakers, level 1. What is something specific you're grateful for and why?
All right, next one.
Do we go around the room?
Oh, I was gonna say I'm grateful the friends I have with me.
Nice.
What more else? I'm not addicted to drugs.
Sam, put your mic closer to your mouth.
Oh, I'm not addicted to drugs.
Damn, nice.
Nice.
Were you ever addicted to drugs?
No, I never relapsed
To
Did
what?
you ever?
on alcohol.
Did you ever verse lapsed?
Did you think you were addicted to alcohol?
I like to think I was.
No, you weren't. You might think you were, but
I was drinking every day.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe you were addicted. Were you drinking to make yourself
In January I was.
feel better?
In January I was.
What are the symptoms of alcoholism?
You can't put down your drink if you have a couple.
Get the shakes.
No, like you drink in order to
Cope.
Suppress cope.
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 whatever. Anyways,
Forget.
Go ahead, Fernando. What's your thing?
What am I? What was it? Glad?
What are you glad about?
What is something specific you're grateful for and why specific?
I actually think I am pretty grateful for being able to do this. You know, I think it's pretty fun that we get to have our own little thing,
You're welcome.
even though we just fuck around. Not expecting, a lot of views, but I think it's gonna be fun. Something to do.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And yeah,
I'm grateful
Healthy.
for my.
healthy, surprisingly. Still healthy.
Still alive, still kicking it.
Still alive, still kicking. Still able to drive
Yeah.
and thrive. All right, come on, go.
What did you do that for? So just
I got it with a little bit of BO.
Ooh,
You need some.
some deal.
I think I'm good.
Was it Sam? Where'd you get that from?
I don't know. Maybe it's my crotch.
Oh, anyway, I'm grateful for my looks. I think I'm pretty beautiful in general.
You got the Jew perm going.
Also, I know Sergio was going to say that, so I figured I'd say it first.
Gosh, such a bitch.
No, I'm just kidding. No, I am grateful for my jeans.
For your jeans.
The
Your
best.
genetics.
They were in leggings.
I got the good jeans. What?
They were in leggings.
No,
Denim.
not those jeans. Gen.
Jen?
And I'm grateful for being alive. That's it. Simple as that.
That was pretty specific.
Thanks. What about you?
I'm grateful for my hair.
Fuck you.
My hair genetics.
Fuck you. You think you're better than us?
Yeah, I mean, I don't.
Get bald.
I'm
We're all
not thinning.
bald, bro.
I'm not thinning, so I mean, I'm pretty thankful.
Actually, you're not thinning either, right?
I don't know, man. I'm getting a little nervous.
I'm getting.
I'll get nervous, but I get a little shaky.
I'm getting nervous,
Look at your
dude.
hair.
Well, I don't think I'm gonna go bald like this. I'm gonna go bald from the top here first.
Yeah.
The back,
Look down.
the back, and work
I
its
don't
way
want to
up.
do that.
It's gonna start in the back and work its way up.
Yeah,
Probably, yeah.
Damn.
But I'm just gonna wear a toupee. But no one's gonna know.
We just said out
I
loud.
could be wearing one right
By
now.
the time our hair falls out, I think the science will be so advanced that you won't even know.
Just go to Turkey.
Do a GoFundMe for Turkey.
The Bean Truck goes to Turkey to get hair transplant.
That'd be a great video.
Who's getting the BBL? I'm not.
I'll do it.
Yeah, but your dad isn't even showing signs of balding, so you're fine.
Your dad doesn't have hair.
Hey, duh.
Damn, wasn't he bald sometimes? Oh, never mind. I'm thinking of Herman.
He's got a full set of hair.
Thinking of a different dad.
I'm thinking of Herman.
So's my grandpa.
What the fuck? You think Furman was his
They're
dad?
both dark.
Full head of hair.
haven't seen your dad in a while.
Yeah. Specifically, I'm very thankful for my family. Boom.
Which one?
You get 5 booms for this.
My immediate family,
How do the booms go?
Which one though?
my wife and daughters.
Okay. So not your parents and
That's
siblings.
not your immediate family.
You're not thankful for your parents and siblings.
Well, your daughters are, yes, but
Yeah.
What do you mean? This is immediate family too.
isn't immediate family like blood
I mean,
related?
obviously my all family, but like specifically.
That immediate family was blood related.
I think it becomes legally immediate.
Yeah, because they're married.
Whatever,
All right,
man.
that was good. Good section.
I said whatever, man. Oh, you want to do one more? Or?
Do you?
Well, what else are we gonna do?
Let's go. Let's do it.
Another one?
Yep.
Deeper or
Gen
Just do level 1.
Just do whatever.
We need a Gen 2 pod. We need a Gen 2 Pokemon.
Alright. What insecurities have you grown out of?
Shit. Skip that one.
You
Grown out of?
What? That you grown out of?
Yeah, your
I thought you
insecurities.
still have.
What if I still
Oh.
have it? But
I thought I was going to
just
lose my
don't-
hair.
Swinging guy.
This guy's gonna be fucking.
Wait, you were scared of that?
No.
This guy literally has hair.
How come
every-
he can't like he can't act like this in the movie?
You know why Sergio has so much hair in his freaking head? Because he has no hair anywhere else. It all went to his fucking head, bro.
True.
Oh no, fat. I was insecure about that for a while. Like, you know what?
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah, me too.
I've
Actually.
seen all these guys fat.
Right?
Yeah.
I guess my legs. I've had like really bad chicken legs growing up.
What do you mean? You still do.
No, like they were even tinier than this.
Well, you were tinier back then, bro.
I was.
True.
Like you could fit one hand around it.
That's why I used to
Yeah.
call you skinny jeans.
Yeah.
What about you, Fernando?
Yeah. Fat, pepperoni nips, gap tooth,
Jesus. Just one dude.
double wide,
Just one insecurity.
double wide, hedgehog.
You're right.
Did you say double wide hedgehog?
Nah, I'd probably say my nips.
You guys ever see that reel where it's like some kid on a news channel or some shit, and he's like, "Yeah, I got bullied in school for being fat," and then the newscaster's like, "Oh yeah, did you hear a lot of names like fat lard, fat ass?" And he just kept going and going.
I did see that. That was a good one.
That was pretty good.
Are we done or what?
What about you,
What
Herman?
about you?
Oh, fuck. What I used to be insecure about, and now I'm not.
What are you growing out of?
I haven't. First of all, I never had any insecurities.
My ass, bro.
Just go, kid.
I haven't had any.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you want me to tell you one right now?
Go ahead. Okay, the fuck? There's none. The only thing I can think of is my speech. I used to be bad at talking.
What do you mean? You slow.
Well, I mean, I used to be even more insecure about it that I wouldn't even talk to people because I would mumble a lot. And when I was younger,
What about Bobo?
about it, I was never insecure about that.
Okay.
Shit,
You're just getting a little defensive right now.
Okay, bro. It's okay, dude.
hell yeah. I was getting defensive because I wanted to prove that I wasn't insecure about it. What else? I was insecure about. I mean, I think everybody's a little insecure about gaining too much weight. So I was a little bit insecure about that at first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
But then I realized food is so delicious that I don't even care about how I look anymore. Except when there's a new girl that I want to talk to. Then I start to think about, man, I'm getting a little fat.
New girl, new girl.
Who?
Who has it been in the past? Who said who, first of all?
Me?
It's not like Sergio. I'm like, you wouldn't say that.
Who is it now?
Yeah, who's it now? Who's the new girl?
No one. That's
Yeah,
why
I
I'm
want
getting
to know.
fat.
Yeah, bro.
I want to know who.
I said no one. That's why I'm getting fat.
Oh,
We'll bleep it.
Yeah, we'll believe it.
I don't want.
Why are you getting defensive, bro?
Because I just said it like 3 times and you don't believe me.
I never said I didn't believe you. I just said I just looked at you because I was waiting for you to say
you just
something.
said who?
Yeah, anyways, moving on.
Moving on.
Next.
Next question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sure, go for it.
Oh, I'm so insecure about my Spanish speaking too.
Level 2.
I hate speaking.
Yeah, I got that one too.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
This one should be pretty easy. It's not that bad.
Okay, go ahead.
What's the first memory you have with me?
With you, Sam?
With Sam?
Well, with me, yeah. Then we can go on for you guys.
Shit, dude. I got one.
Go ahead.
It's not that good, but
Is it a first?
yeah, my mom used to cut his hair.
Yeah.
So he was always at my house, and
I didn't know him.
we didn't know each other, so I kind of like avoided him.
Yeah.
because we didn't have that friendship connection.
I was just getting my haircut. He
He was always getting his haircut, and as soon as he get his haircut, they'd all leave. And I was like, okay, well, I don't really know him. And one day I was in my room. I think I was playing Call of Duty or something. He just finished getting his haircut. He came in. He's like, "Oh, what are you playing?" I'm like, "You play Call of Duty? You ever play?" He's like, "Hell yeah!" Let him play on my controller. He played for a little bit, and then we kind of bonded over that. The next day, we went to school. And
What grade was that?
fuck, I don't know.
Wait, are you guys are in the same grade, right?
Yeah, I think it was freshman year. I think we started hanging out a little more.
So
after.
you knew he was in your grade, but
We knew of each other. We
that's funny.
didn't converse.
He left a whole bunch of hair on my bed.
For how long did you get your haircut with Ruth? Before you guys actually Call of Duty to each other?
2 years? A year?
Damn.
You just never talked?
No. Sometimes it was at our house. Sometimes it was my mom had like a little salon.
Yeah.
I remember the salon.
My first interaction with Sam, I think it was your trailer. I think Marco brought me to your trailer.
Yeah.
And I didn't know where I was, and I was kind of scared, actually. I was like, where are we? He's like, oh, my friend Sam. My friend Sam's house. But I don't remember what we were doing. I think we were just playing or something.
Yeah.
I just remember your house, your trailer. A little
Same.
bit.
It was probably at the trailer, and you and Sergio look so alike when you guys were kids. So I didn't even know who was who.
Did we still do?
You look like the twins from Alice in Wonderland. What are they named?
Tweedledee and Tweedledum?
But I remember we went over. You had that silver GameCube, and we would be playing like Star Fox Adventures on that shit.
Dang.
You had a trampoline, and we'd be on it.
Yeah, Sam's trampoline was legendary.
But I don't remember any specific interactions besides just playing.
Until we got to high school, that's when I talked to him.
That's when What happened in between that and then?
I moved.
Oh.
And I just kept in touch with Marco. That's pretty much it.
Oh, like you moved houses. You were still in Waseca, right?
Yeah. I just never talked to them.
Yeah, after you moved from the trailers, we didn't really have a way to go to his house, I guess.
Yeah, that's true.
This is me and Marco.
Just Marco.
In school.
Yeah.
But I like Sergio, I knew of you. I knew of your family.
Yeah, because Marco would tell us stories about like.
You'd probably go to like a couple of Sam or Marco's birthday parties that we were there, but we didn't really talk to each other that much.
No.
Marco tells he used to go to on your roof and you guys would just watch the jail.
Yeah, we would. You get the ladder, go in the room, and just sit across and look at the jail. Marco's like, "What do you think they're doing in there?" I'm like, "What are you doing in jail, bro?" Back when it was a male prison, he wanted to go on the ladder and look at him. But now there's a female prison. He's like, "I don't like doing that."
Like, no need for me to go up there.
It's disrespectful.
Yeah. All right.
Dan, what's your earliest memory of yourself?
Fuck, bro. But I can remember when I first gained conscious.
Yeah, at age 7. Just kidding.
Probably just being at my grandma's house in Mexico. Just,
Do our first memories of you reconcile with your first memories of us?
kind of. When I was Sergio.
What was your first memory?
The
of
first
Sergio?
memory I ever have, like, I've seen him, right? I've seen him before, like, at his house and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But the first memory I have of Sergio is the fucking Quince video
Yeah, that was a good one.
where my photographer's like, "Hey, so you got any advice for Sam?" And Sergio's like, "Fuck. Wear protection." And ever since then, we've been.
Who invited you to that, Sergio?
Yeah, why were you there?
Did his mom cut my hair?
I can't remember. Oh yeah, I think my mom got invited. My mom got
was it?
invited
Was
because
it a family thing?
Yeah. And then ever since then, I've been stuck with him. What about you, Fern?
Of Sergio?
Yeah. They don't go around.
Fuck, I don't remember.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to remember.
Probably when I squished his nuts.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
Probably, actually.
like we always knew of each other, and then
Yeah.
that day it was
'Cause I
like
can't remember if we like ever actually talked in like school, actually. For some reason, I just remember going to your house.
and squishing my nuts.
Damn, bro. You guys are all
Yeah.
fucking almost.
What an icebreaker!
Did your mom ever cut my hair?
I don't know.
Yeah, we
I
went
feel
there a
like
few
you should
times.
remember that.
we?
Yeah.
I feel like you guys should remember
Ruth's,
that.
Ruth's barbershop.
The studio. not
Oh,
the-
yeah, but your mom actually had a place, right?
It was downtown.
Yeah, it was next to
Yeah,
Plaza.
I do remember
or not
that, actually.
Plaza. El Molino.
Yeah, we went there a few times to get a haircut.
Yeah.
And Ruth knew of us.
I do remember that. But you got your haircut at his actual house?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You're VIP.
Okay, my first memory of Sergio might be a little altered.
Here we go.
So Sergio, did you ever, when you were playing soccer,
Yeah.
would you ever wear goggles?
the fuck?
I wore glasses.
Glasses? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but like the straps.
And they had a strap.
yeah.
My first memory of Sergio was he joined our soccer club.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He looked like the nerdiest kid ever. Nerdiest little Mexican kid.
Yeah, 'cause you had to play up, didn't you?
Yeah, I had to play up with those guys.
He had glasses with a strap on it, which you normally didn't see.
I had really long hair.
Yeah.
You had long hair.
Long,
With
long,
glasses.
long bushy hair, glasses. And I was always going like this.
Yeah. That's what it was. I thought it was goggles for some reason, but you wore glasses.
Those glasses with straps.
I just
So the
remember-
glasses wouldn't fall off.
I remember playing soccer with you.
No, you're one of
It
those
was
kids.
probably like, it must have been like U11 or something, U12. It was it was when we were young. But I remember playing with Sergio. He was one of the Mexicans, so he would be in our group.
You wouldn't understand any Mexican.
Away from
I didn't know anybody.
Oh, we
I
didn't-
just
we didn't
I didn't
speak
know
Spanish.
anybody.
Did
I
you
just got back from we came from California and I didn't know anybody.
And you joined soccer right away?
At that
Yeah.
age, though?
Yeah.
Oh.
He was young, yeah, he was young.
What was your first yearbook?
I don't know.
I guess what was the first year?
I'm pretty sure you came in like fifth grade.
I
or
got
something.
her. Yeah, I got her in 5th grade.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so you were.
I think 6th grade I joined soccer. 7th grade.
That sounds right too.
Yeah, I mean, I remember he was young. Like literally, his clothes were bigger than him.
They were.
But yeah, that was my first memory of Sergio. And then he changed when he got older. I don't remember him as much. Yeah. What about you guys?
All right.
Who's next, Fernando?
Yeah. All right, you go first, Serge.
Yeah, I guess the nuts squeezing thing. And then going to your house all the time.
By the way, that's a reference to like the last podcast. If you want to watch the nut squeezing incident.
He crashed out while we were playing
What about like the Janesville Lake?
Super
were you
Smash
there?
Bros.
Did you go to those? That was like later.
It was in
right?
Janesville.
The St. Olaf?
St. Olaf, yeah.
That was after we graduated, bro. That was after they graduated.
No,
It was.
we would go there as
We would go there as kids, yeah.
No, I never went until like high school.
Oh,
I started
okay, never
going.
mind then. You were there too.
I'm sure you probably were there too, yeah.
Yeah, when I told like after high school.
Really?
Like we just like when we went with Nathaniel and them.
Yeah, that was when we just went as friends, but we used to go with like Marco, their parents and
I
stuff.
wouldn't know.
We would go as a family. And their friends would
I
go.
only ever stayed in the shallow end.
Let's see. The first thing I ever met Fernando. You know when it was? I was a senior and you were a junior.
No way! That's the first thing you remember. We were already adults by then.
And it's when we were in the lunch line.
Okay.
Just think of your favorite memory.
I ripped my shirt.
No, I'm pretty sure it's like just meeting you through Marco when you moved up to join our team. Cause I
Soccer?
didn't, yeah, I didn't know you until you were like a 7th grader. And Marco's like, "Oh, it's my cousin Fernando." I'm like, "Okay, cool." That's it.
Yeah.
And I'd see you around with Marco, and that's pretty much it. But then we didn't talk until you got into like high school and stuff. We joined JV.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
My first memory was when you were a baby, and you were on your little baby stroller thing that people would have, or whatever.
Yeah.
Babies would have. You know what I'm talking about? When they were like,
That
The
moving,
walker.
The moving
The
thing.
walker?
yeah, the
Yeah.
walker thing. And Jose went up to you and squished your cheeks, and you started crying.
I started crying?
And so then I went up to him. I'm like, "Don't do that to my brother." And that was it. I don't know if I exactly went like that, but
Nice.
yeah, Jose would pick on you a lot as a baby. I think we had it on video camera too.
Really?
Maybe I'll have to find
Just
it.
Jose, just
Those are some good videotapes. I don't know where they went. All right, well, I guess we can end it with me.
All right.
What's your first memory of little old me?
I guess the first memory I have of you is when Marco took me to your trailer and we were playing some Nickelodeon game on the GameCube
Oh hell yeah, Killing All Stars.
or some shit like
No,
that.
it wasn't All Stars. It was like slime battle.
Something like that. I remember that. And then I never talked to you again until high school.
The GameCube?
Yeah, because Marco made me fucking sit with them because like, oh, these are my cousins. I gotta sit with them. I'm like, okay. And they were Mexicans, so we sat all there
Yeah.
and we got stuck together.
True. Fucking lunch table, man.
That brought us all
Dude,
together.
I remember one time Marco brought Dylan to the lunch table, and I fucking kicked him out.
He got.
damn, what a dick.
You
so
kicked him
bad.
out?
Yeah.
Damn, what a dick.
How'd you do it?
I just told Marco, I'm like, stop bringing him to the lunch table. He's a nerd. I can't be seen around him. Hey, I was right though. He turned out to be a fucking huge nerd, right?
I don't know.
Am I justified? Just kidding. I'm sorry, guys.
Were you
sorry,
with
Dylan.
Marco and Dylan? Was that like your guys'
Yeah.
trio? Who else?
Growing up.
Sanchez?
Well, it was not to like middle school when we got Sanchez involved in police.
What a great group, dude.
Well, I didn't talk to any of the
What a
guys.
fucking blood rotation.
Well, like the only friend I had was Margo that I hang out with constantly. That's it.
Yeah.
We just play fucking WWE and FIFA half the time. They beat up each other in the fucking backyard with the ladder match.
Yeah, I do remember. That's an early. Now, an early memory of Sam. Wait, we already did that.
The ladder match.
Dude, those memories.
No, I was thinking of camping. We camped,
in the backyard.
we camped in your backyard, and there was a big bag of hot Cheetos, and I was like so excited to eat it. But someone fucking put a tomato in there, and it ruined it for me. So I like ate it, and it was all squishy. I was like,
Put a tomato in a
fucking
bag.
no, dude, I was so
Hi,
mad.
Irving. Fucking Irving ruined that night for us, dude.
You gave everyone food poisoning.
Sam had like one of those little grills,
One of those George Foreman grills.
Yeah.
and Irving's like, "I got this, guys. I'll make us the burgers."
There was no light or anything.
There's no light. We were doing it outside, and when we got our burgers, we didn't really see how it looked.
Yeah.
We just ate them.
It was like,
And it was all fucking still like
Raw?
red, not even
it
fucking
was, it, was,
cooked.
it was like 3 a.m, so
The outside was burnt, but the inside was all red. all of us had fucking huge ass diarrhea all fucking night.
Everybody.
And we were in the tent, so we had to keep going in and out of the tent to go inside the house to take shits.
Damn.
Fucking Irving.
That was fucking terrible, bro.
it was you, me, Fernando, Marco, Irving,
Was Jose there?
Daniel,
I don't know if Jose went.
my brother.
Yeah.
But like, it was those burgers that were like frozen. They were like discs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It wasn't like good burgers. So it was terrible, man. Terrible.
That's crazy. You guys had a lot of sleepover.
Chill.
I'm pretty sure the other one you ever went to was
You guys had a lot of sleepovers at.
the only one remember I ever Sergio ever being there was when we all stayed in the basement after we were just I don't know what we were doing the last night.
Yeah.
And his fucking alarm went off like at 5 in the fucking morning.
And
We're
and
"Shut
he
the
never
fuck
turned it
up."
off.
He never turned it off.
What was that song? The fucking United State of Pop. You know what I'm talking about?
I think that was me.
I wasn't.
It was someone who has an alarm. It was fucking Sergio because he's like,
Sarah
"Oh,
doesn't
I
know
gotta-"
that song.
He's like, I go behind
Not that
the wheel.
Sergio. It was Fat Sergio.
No, it was his phone.
I thought it was your brother's.
No, it was him.
Never mind then. I don't know.
Because he had to go behind the
No,
wheel. or
I know what
something.
you're talking about, Herman. I played that to sleep. I like had the phone next to me.
Yeah, he'd be doing that one and Big Girls Don't Cry too. Whatever the fucking name of the song is.
By Fergie.
Yeah, bro.
Dude, I was scared. I used to be scared of sleeping in your fucking basement. Man.
So
was so
you would play
quiet.
music?
I play music.
No, he
I
played
didn't-
all the time. We sleep at Jose's house. Big Girls Don't.
No, it wasn't like that.
No, it was Bubbly by.
Lovely Kobe Kelly. That was in the rotation.
I
I had all the hits.
I remember that too because it was so quiet. Nobody had slept with fans. It was like a new concept for everybody. I'd always sleep with a fan, even as a kid.
That's the fucking day when they broke the fucking light bulb in the fucking laundry room. It hasn't been fixed to this day. It's still just dangling.
Was it also when Irving made Sergio take off his shirt and do push-ups?
Yeah, I remember that.
Dude, we were all there.
Dude,
Fucking
no wonder-
Marco,
no wonder-
fucking Nathaniel.
No wonder Sergio got formed into such a fucking Chad. We'd bully the fuck out of him as a kid.
I remember Georgie would even be there too.
Huh?
We'd bully the shit out of Georgie too.
Yeah.
And Marco.
Mark would just
I think that was my first night there. I was like, "What the fuck's going on?" We played soccer. Like, we had to kick the ball at a mat or some shit, or through the doorway
yeah.
Oh yeah.
where Stephanie's room is now, or whatever.
And one of us was a goalie.
We dive on the,
Yeah.
on the bed or whatever.
That was Jose's doing. He loved doing that shit.
Yeah. That's
Wait,
classic.
what, did anyone have like a little Mario ball or
They
something?
had like a little soccer ball that you threw with your hand.
Oh,
That we were
yeah.
playing with. We were playing handball.
Yeah.
That you fucking broke the light.
Yeah, that was my first night there. I was like, "What the fuck's going on?" And Irving was telling Sam and so to take their shirts off.
Dude, it was so fucking weird, bro. He still is weird.
Dude, you fucking love that shit.
Rinse the bully.
Anyway, that was my. What was that? Whose memory was that?
We were just talking about camping at Sam's.
I think we went on a tangent.
Right. Yeah, so what's your first memory?
Oh yeah,
of
that
Mom?
camping was also the first time I ever saw Bloomy. Sam showed me.
What the fuck, Sam?
You know what that is?
You know,
I know what that is. Marco showed me that.
Bowman.
what do you think out of bro?
Blue.
It's like a porn parody of Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
Oh no, I've never seen
It
that.
was Blue having sex with like ginger fuck.
What the fuck? Okay.
It was
First memory from on. Well, like soccer, I always saw him, but I guess your guys' Quince.
Oh yeah, my quince. I totally repressed that memory.
That's one like I really.
You were there?
Yeah.
At Hermanski's?
They were asking me that. Yeah, I was there.
I guess that's one I never actually met you or talked to you there, but that's how that's my first memory.
Damn, why did you get invited to all these? We didn't even know you.
I think because my
Probably
mom.
Yeah.
We like your mom more than you, bro.
I think so.
She was,
We should get her on the podcast.
she was friends with our moms. That's probably.
I don't even remember Hermanski's that well.
I met Crystal there.
Damn.
Why was Crystal there?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering too.
By Nathaniel, yeah. We were friends with Nathaniel. Nathaniel's kind of weird because we were friends with him since we were kids, but it was always an on and off thing.
Well, he always moved to Texas, wasn't it?
He probably.
Dude, I remember him going to my house when we were younger, having parties there, like kid parties. He'd be in my house playing Pokemon with me,
Oh really?
and I never talked to him until high school again.
Well, yeah, like he would
I
be
just remember we were all scared of his brother, I think.
Jacob?
Zeke, not Jacob. Dude, we were both the fuck out of Jacob too. That's what Jacob became highest.
Damn,
Such a
bro.
Chad.
Dude, we didn't bully Fernando though, bro.
Yeah, dude, where's mine and Marco's?
Everyone who we bullied became hard. Even Marco tried, but I mean, it didn't work out.
We bullied him out of the hardness. Oh, Miss Tejano.
He bullied him when he got hard. And he's like, I can't be hard.
Because he came back with the Tejano hard when he lived in Texas for a while.
Yeah.
They either became hard or became like Anderson. I'll tweak that out.
Okay.
Anyway, that was your the quince then.
Pretty much, yeah.
That quince, I remember I got my first hernia there. I mean, not hernia, hemorrhoid,
Seriously?
butthole hemorrhoid.
What the fuck?
Your butthole was
Because
bleeding?
no, not that. It wasn't bleeding. It was just like a bump.
Oh.
And the reason it happened was because it happens when you get scared. Like you tense up and you know what I mean?
Shit yourself?
No, you don't shit yourself.
Oh.
Damn, bro.
You like tense up and you're like your muscles everywhere clutch up. And,
Even in your anal region?
yeah. But oh my god, here I'm gonna say all the names because I don't give a fuck about all of them. They should all deserve to fucking go to jail. It was when Narda first started dating Antonio.
Oh, yeah. That's the only thing I remember about your quince.
And fuck, who the hell were these guys? I think they were friends with like Michael Dominguez, and Michael Dominguez he wasn't in our quince, but he was there. And I think he invited a bunch of like his friends. They're all like these wannabe gangster guys. I don't know any of their names. I don't know who they were. But one of them knew Narda and looked went like, that's Narda. And Antonio, like, you know how he is, fucking defensive as fuck for no reason. He saw that and he's like, what the fuck is he doing? You know, like, oh. So he went up to him and they started like fucking beefing, talking shit to each other right in front of us.
Mm-hmm.
Like right in front of everybody on stage. Just fucking stupid. They started like fucking
I thought it was outside.
No, hold on. They started pushing each other and
Oh,
everything.
yeah.
And like it was getting intense, so my uncle and my dad like went up to them and like kicked them out. Like that whole group, Antonio and all of them. And then when they went outside, they kept beefing. They started picking up bricks from Farm America
Oh, yeah, I remember
and started
that.
throwing it
Remember
at each other and shit. And like fucking fighting and shit. And I remember Angie, like Edgar's
Oh, yeah,
sister, she was outside playing with like some other kids and stuff. And she was like in the middle of all that. And she started crying and shit. And she went back inside crying. And Johnny saw it. And Johnny's like, fuck that shit. Fucking they hurt Angie even though they didn't do shit to her. But she started crying. So he's like, I'm going to go out there and, you know, fight them. so we all like followed him because he was in our quince too, I think. Or he was like something, part of it. So he like rallied us all up. And we all went out there with him. And I was so scared. I was like, I don't want to go out there. They're fighting. So I kind of followed, like I kept my distance, but
In the back.
I just saw all the fighting and shit, and that's when I got tensed up. But yeah, it was crazy, man. Crazy fight.
When you guys walked out there, were you like, hey,
No.
that's what you do?
Some West Side
song?
Story shit.
Started dance off.
Hey, chumps. What are you doing out here? Causing trouble? No. It was bad. But yeah, that was it. That was a fun memory from that
Crazy
quince.
story.
That's crazy.
Good story to get a hemorrhoid.
Sam, there was a fight at Sam's quince too.
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Was there?
I don't know who.
You weren't?
Wasn't it the Lisa's or the Andrew and Lisa?
Yeah. Andrew and Lisa. You don't remember that? I don't know. Maybe you were dancing, I guess.
Gonzalez?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Andrew Tanner.
In the back.
Yeah, in the back. I don't know how it started, but
Dude, those two were always fighting
I always beat him, bro.
in high school.
I think Sam had to instigate it somehow.
It was probably Marco, bro.
No, according to our Luis,
Yeah.
it was because of him.
Oh, really?
They were dancing, and Andrew was dancing like next to him,
Yeah.
and Andrew was doing his weird ass moves, and apparently he accidentally hit Luis.
Castaneda?
No, Luis Garcia.
Oh, Gonzalez.
No, Luis Garcia.
Oh,
Luis.
I think when you said Arlies, I thought you meant,
There's like 3 fucking
Castaneda.
Luis Garcia. He was on a podcast telling the story, and
Oh, okay.
Andrew accidentally hit him.
the fuck was Luis doing at my party? I know that
He's
dude.
with Sergio probably.
He's with Sergio on your and Ruth.
And Luis Gonzalez was also there, and he saw that, and Luis Gonzalez was like, "Yo, he just hit you. Like, we gotta do something about it." Us Luis has to have each other's back or something like that.
Luis and Luis looking out for each other.
But Luis probably just wanted an excuse to go fight Andrew.
Where was Castaneda?
He was probably fucking beat skinny as fuck somewhere. I don't know.
Probably fucking talking to Weasel.
Oh yeah, maybe. No. Oh yeah. I guess
He's like, my Luis's senses are tingling.
Was he there?
Yeah, he was there.
Oh, yeah.
Damn, it's gotta be awkward.
Don't you remember that, Herman? He was there, Herman. Do you remember?
Dude, I have no memory of what I was doing at the quinta.
Herman was the one that.
What the fuck does that even mean?
Ruin that relationship.
They broke that shit up.
But anyway, yeah. Then apparently they went outside and fought because of Luis Garcia.
Damn, bro. Imagine we had phones back then. Fucking World Star.
That all right.
Yeah. I know.
Well, Nathaniel was pretty good at. He had some sort of camera. He would take pictures and stuff.
The 1 million freaking.
What?
What is it called? When it's like blurry.
Oh, like 1 megapixel camera.
Yeah, like the 1 pixel.
Pixelated.
Yeah.
The 3 pixel camera.
What about you, Fern? What's your memory from on?
From on. Had to be Halloween when he's dressed up as Spider-Man.
What did I do?
Or was
Did
he?
you-
Was he a Power Ranger?
Was I upside down and you kissed me or what?
Were you Spider-Man or were you a Power Ranger? I forgot.
I think I was a Power Ranger.
Yeah, Power Ranger. I just remember I was walking around the houses, getting candy and stuff. Also, another memory is we used to have the house. We used to have a house by Hartley, 2-story,
Yep.
and we would use our bed as like a slide kind of thing down the stairs.
Oh.
So that was kind of fun. But otherwise, I don't know.
It's pretty cool.
That was fun.
And Kukui. When her mom beefed Jose. Well, these are just probably from videos though.
What? We beefed?
You and Jose in the shower. You guys were showering together.
We were in the tub.
And her mom told Jose that he's only gonna drink water and not milk.
What the fuck?
He said it in Spanish. He's like, well, he actually messed up. You were like, tú no vas a tomar agua y yo leche. So,
I remember that.
Oh, what?
I wish we had that footage still. Or that
do somewhere.
How old were you?
Like
5?
I don't know.
Yeah, like that.
So typical. That's what they say.
And you got pissed? Jose or what?
Yeah, I got pissed at Jose because he was. I don't know what he fucking did. He probably stole one of my toys.
You stole your milk.
And I thought I wasn't gonna drink water anymore, just milk or something like that.
That was
Put
your
that clip
comeback?
there if I found it.
That was your comeback?
I guess, dude. No. Me and Jose would have some weird ass beefs as children.
And what about Irving?
I didn't know what a Chihuahua was back then, and Jose called me a Chihuahua once in front of my mom and his mom, our moms. And I thought it was like this really bad word, and my mom and his mom were laughing. They were like bullying me all through them. So then I'm like, in Spanish, I was like, "Y tú eres un estúpido" or something. I don't forget how I said something. I said a bad word, I think,
Actually, I remember I got in trouble once.
puto or something like that.
And you got punished?
And they were like, "Go to your room." I'm like, "Fuck, everyone hates me. The world hates me, and they love Jose."
I got in trouble once with her mom too because me and her mom were in our shared room in her trailer.
Yeah.
And my mom was there, and I forgot what happened, but I must have been mad at her mom. She was like trying to break us up, and I just remember Mean Girls. Janice, the like emo girl, she was like that to Lindsay Lohan, and then she went like that.
Oh, yeah.
But I didn't know what that was. So for some reason, when my mom was breaking us up, I just looked at her mom over her, and I was like, And my mom got mad at me. And I was like, I don't know what that means.
I remember that. Actually.
Do you ever hit each other and then one of you guys start crying and they're like, shh, no, just be quiet. Don't tell mom. Don't tell mom.
Probably.
All the fucking time. We have one on camera.
Bro, me and my brother would always fight, right?
Her mom shushed me.
Me and my brother would always fight. My dad come like, first one to cry gets hit. And we never cry. We just beat each other up.
Damn, it worked.
That's a good rule.
Then he pushed me into the wall and we broke it. You know where the bathroom hallway is, right?
Yeah.
We broke that wall. And for the longest time, there's just a random ass piece of art hanging there.
There's no way to hide it.
It was like 2 months, and everyone's like, "Why do you have a random piece of art there? It looks nice." Because it's a fucking hole.
Yeah, that video that we have somewhere, we were wrestling. We would always play pretend wrestle, whatever, like WWE wrestle.
Mm-hmm.
And Big Show had this move where he went, shh, and he slapped the person in the chest. And for now, he had like his back to me, and I lifted his shirt up, and I was like, shh. So freaking hard. So freaking hard. I could just tell he was about to start crying, and I was on camera. Fuck. So I tried turning it off.
So the camera just sitting there mounted, like
Yeah,
recording.
Don't cry, don't cry, don't cry.
Me and her mom recorded so much shit. I remember my mom called us out once because one of them was her mom doing like a gay dance or something. And my mom was worried. She like had to tell her mom, like, why are you recording yourself dancing like that?
I remember that.
She's worried he's
She
gay.
wanted it gone, so she started recording just random shit in the house just to record over it. But one of them was, I think it was,
It was a music video, wasn't it?
yeah, we were dancing to some song and we were using the night vision. So it was in our room, and Fernando came in to dance with me, and then I started humping him.
Start up in Fernando.
Yeah, I was like, boys, we need to talk.
Damn, bro. Was this pre or before Game of Thrones?
Way before.
That's what they did in the music videos.
Yeah, we were just recreating what they did in the music videos we watched.
Damn, bro.
Eminem.
That's awesome.
I'm sure we still have them somewhere.
Wow.
We'll see.
Well, anyway, I don't know. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about?
Not really.
End the podcast here soon. Oh, here, let me start the.
Yeah.
Damn. That was almost an extra hour.
Yeah.
We're just talking shit to each other.
Honestly, these podcasts shouldn't even be this long. I don't know when we start.
Well, why'd you want to keep going?
After the hour? I wanted to start doing like an hour and 20 minutes.
That was fun.
Well, guys, thanks for joining us for this episode of the podcast.
Yeah.
Tell your friends.
Or don't.
For some reason, we're just starting to get more subscribers, and I don't know where they're coming from. So if you're new to the channel and you're watching this, hopefully you're enjoying the content. We'll continue to bring these out along with gaming videos and other stuff. Right?
Yeah.
Let us know if you guys want to start an OnlyFans.
Look forward to that movie that we're recording. It's gonna come out like in next year probably.
Look out for our Minecraft video.
Oh yeah, that
Oh,
too.
yeah, bro. Look out for our Minecraft video.
Yeah, there's a couple that are gonna come out soon.
Allegedly.
But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and see you next time.